Miami, Baton Rouge, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Atlanta. Party towns? Of course. Great food? Oh yes. How about top cities with new HIV/AIDS cases? I have your attention. How about this for thinking? December 2014, a town with a population of 4,500 people has more than tripled within the last few months with new HIV cases. Per the Indiana Fox News, 4 people had exchanged 300 used needles and received 168 clean ones in return. A town where only about 5 new cases of HIV occurs a year has more than 100 new cases as of April 2015. Why is this? There's no cure to HIV/AIDS. People can live with this virus for years on, but education is key. I'm going to educate you on HIV and AIDS, what you need to know about this sexually transmitted disease. What is HIV? It stands for Human Immune Deficiency Virus. This is the virus that causes AIDS. It weakens a person's ability to fight infection. HIV does not mean that you have AIDS, which stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. This is a more advanced stage of HIV infections. This is when the immune system of your T cell groups drop. The T cells are the white blood cells that are there in your body to help you fight diseases. And when you have AIDS, a person's ability to fight infection is completely lost. What causes HIV/AIDS, you say? Unprotected sex with someone who has the infection, sharing of dirty needles through drugs, tattoos, and body piercings, blood transfusions of contaminated blood that is infected, being born with an infection due to the mother who has HIV and passes it during childbirth. How does HIV become AIDS? As I stated, when your CD4 cells or your T cells are destroyed and it falls below. And when a person has HIV and it goes untreated for years. Well, what are the symptoms to look for in HIV and AIDS? Primary infections, which is flu-like symptoms, swelling of the lymph nodes that can last for 8 to 10 years, early symptomatic of the HIV, which destroys the immune system and causes mild infections, a progression to AIDS when no treatment of HIV is received within 10 years by the time your immune system is badly damaged. What are the stages of testing and diagnostics? The CD4 count, as I stated, which is the T cell that fights the diseases. But when your CD4 cells drop to a very low level, the ability to fight those infections are lost. Your viral loads. Your viral loads, if they're too high, that means that your immune system is not fighting the virus. So it has to be low. You have drug resistance. That's when medication that you're taking can't stop making more copies of the virus. And you also have an at-home HIV test that's currently on the market. Well, some of the preventions against HIV and AIDS, always abstinence. That's always key. But if you can't and you got to have sex, always use condoms. Always make sure to get tested. Be responsible in the decisions that you make in your life. There's so much more information about this virus. There are so many different strands of HIV and AIDS, some more dangerous than others. But one thing for sure, there is no known cure at this time. There is medication that if taken regularly, you can live a long, enjoyable life. But it's important that you get tested and be responsible. I say it again, get tested, be responsible. HIV is still a deadly killer that people don't talk about as much. Any questions?